Yeah, the Corey Sandhagen breakdown is well, I think it's gonna be definitely a tough fight. It's not gonna be easy. I think Cheeto is a very grounded guy, presses forward, things that everyone kind of knows. But I think that what makes Cheeto special is that he does the attacks that he does have, he does a really good job with, and I think that he's a really good reader. Like he makes really good reads. So I have to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's the entire 25 minutes of this fight, make sure that I'm staying focused and making sure that I'm sticking with the game plan and making sure that I'm just out fighting the guy.
I talked to Cheeto the other day. He was very complimentary of you, and he was like, "Look, I think it's just going to come down to whoever wants it more in that cage, and we're going to find out who wants it more." Is that how you see it too? That you're relatively evenly matched guys, and it's going to be sort of a battle of the wills in there?
No, to be honest, I think that I'm better than Cheeto. I think that he is more, like anytime there's a sporting event ever, whoever wants it more is always going to win. In my opinion, like if you watch the NCAA finals last week with the wrestling, like so many upsets back to back to back in the men's basketball March Madness right now, so many upsets back to back to back. So it is whoever like is more prepared, who's more willing, and also like who has the better skills. And I think that I couldn't want it. I couldn't want anything else more in my life. I I believe that my skills are better. I guess we'll get in there and see. I'm not one of those guys that's super full of shit and says whatever the hell my psyche needs to feel like it says. Like
Yeah.
uh, I've been in the fight game for a long time, and I know that you only get a certain amount of confidence every fight. You don't get to be 100% confident about anything. So, but I do think that on paper my skills are better. I think that I want it more than anything else. I don't know how much he wants it, but I know how much my heart desires this, and that's what it comes down to me is who wants it, but also like who's the better fighter, who's going to be better.
For whatever it's worth, and maybe it's worth nothing, but Vegas has you as the favorite, so they seem to think that you have an edge here, Corey. Do you look into, and I'm sure the answer is no to this question, do you ever pay attention to any of that stuff?
I like the feeling that it brings out in both of them. Like I like being the favorite because I'm like, damn right, these fools recognize.
Right.
But then and I also like being the dog sometimes because I'm like, all right, we got to prove these motherfuckers wrong. So, but both of them, I put a little positive spin on.
It's like, and for people who pay attention to the sport, you've always been a guy that people have had their eye on, like, hey, that guy is a former champion, or a future champion, I should say. Cheeto, it seemed like, sort of came out of nowhere before O'Malley. Maybe not so much of a respected guy amongst at least the casual fans, but it seems like now people are starting to realize, like, hey, this guy has talent and is one of the top fighters in the world. Do you see that fans have recognized Cheeto and he's become a bigger star?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you see it in the rankings right now, man. Like, I don't know how the guy got ranked ahead of me, to be honest with you, because I know that he's had some really good wins and all of that. But the last guy that I finished in the fourth was the guy that he lost to. So I don't really understand all of that completely, but I also don't really care, as long as I get the matchups that I feel like I deserve and that I want, which is this one. I'm cool with it. The numbers are kind of like more for the fans, anyways. Everyone kind of knows who the better fighters are most of the time. So, so yeah, man, I'm pumped, dude. I can't wait till I get to actually fight in front of some U.S. fans. Not the Abu Dhabi arena, but I'm excited for it, man. This is my first main event where like my friends, all of my family can come, my teammates, all of that. And I'm just like super grateful and super excited for all of that.
Yeah, yeah, how amazing is that, Corey? I'm sure as a kid you dreamed of a moment like this, and now that you get your I'm sure your parents out there, and like you said, your friends, teammates. How cool is that? And to have this card built around you guys.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Like this is my fourth main event, and this is the one that I'm most excited
Yeah.
for, I think, because of all those reasons. Like I can actually have people that have been a part of this journey with me. I can have them come along, and that's really special to me. And I've always said for a long time, man, like martial arts has been my best friend since I was a teenage kid, and it's led me to like a really awesome, cool life. Super stressful, but really awesome, cool life, and it just keeps giving back to me, man. And I will sit back and just sometimes be like, damn, man, like, you did all of this with some skill and some hard work and and a bunch of other things that I wasn't really even in control of. So whoever it is that I should be thankful for, like I'm thankful to that.
Yeah, you chose about the craziest profession you could have, but cool. Yeah, definitely cool life. Uh, you mentioned the ranking, so they've got you at 5, they got Cheeto at 3. The division is crazy. It's so crazy right now. What, where do you see the winner of this fight going? Is this a fight for a title shot? What does this fight mean?
I wish it was for a title shot. I don't know that it's going to be honest. I think that O'Malley has kind of been promised that after the Cejudo Sterling fight. So I think it's going to be me coming for that number one spot against Merab, and that's what I'll be asking for. I know that Merab is a down fighter. He's a super. His last fight was super inspiring to
Yeah,
me.
what'd you make of that fight? That was a hell
Uh,
of a performance, wasn't it?
yeah, it was incredible, man. Performances like that are like awesome. One, he's just like a dog. Two, he's flown under the radar for so long. And three, he just like rose up to his biggest challenge in his career and then like crushed it, So that to me is inspiring. It's the type of guy that I want to fight. I'm not a super like nerdy cartoony guy, but that's like the Goku way of doing things, like asking for the toughest challenges and pushing yourself and rising up to occasions. All of that stuff gets me excited, man. So I'm excited for the next one against him.